Assalamu alaikum friends, and Eid Mubarak to everyone who is watching and celebrating Eid. So today I'm going to do unboxing of Asus Tuf Gaming F16, which you can buy from extra stores in Saudi Arabia, and I got this approximately for around $1,300. So we are going to see how it performs in AAA games. And you can also quickly pause and read the specifications on the box. Here is the model name. It comes with Intel Core i7-14650HX processor, 14th generation i7, and it has 16 GB of RAM DDR5, and the speed is 5600 mHz. It also has 1 TB of PCIe 4.0 SSD that you can expand, of course, both the RAM and SSD, because there are additional slot for the RAM and SSD. So let's see what else we get inside the box. We have some quick start guide. So let me just quickly put it back and let's see what else we get. Here we have our charging adapter, and here, as you can see on the back, 280 watts, which is really nice. So let me just quickly remove the plastic and let's see what else we have here. Yes, our power cable to connect the adapter. And guys, overall the build quality is looking stunning in my opinion, and let me just quickly show you the ports. On the right hand side we have two USB 3.2 gen port, and on the back we have our exhaust vent, so here, as you can see. And on the left hand side, guys, we have our HDMI port, 3.5mm headphone jack, and two USB type C port, and one Thunderbolt 4 type C port, which is really nice. So back here, as you can see, we have two fans, and the battery is 90 watt hour battery. So let me just quickly open the lid and remove this protector. Let me just put it to the side, and before turning it on, guys, you need to plug it in. So it supports G-Sync, and it has 16 inches of IPS LCD panel. The resolution is 1920 by 1200p. So guys, let me just quickly skip this, and one more thing, guys, just get these stand. I got this from Amazon, and they are very helpful, guys, because the fans are on the bottom, and you can just set it up and use it as a stand, because I don't like the big stand that comes with the built-in fans. They are much bulky compared to these low profile stand, which I highly recommend you to purchase this. So yeah, and I also recommend Xbox One controller for playing games. If you like, you can use the keyboard, but for some games I prefer controller anyway. So the Xbox One controller, in my opinion, is the best controller. You can use other third-party controllers like 8-bit do. I also believe that they are also very nice. So let me just quickly plug it in and show you some games. Let's get into gaming. Now let's first connect our Xbox controller. You can connect this via Bluetooth, which is really nice. The first game that we are playing is Elden Ring. So the settings are on max here, as you can see. Ray tracing is also on max, and let's see how it performs. So guys, I don't know why we get these black bars, because I believe it supports 16:9 aspect ratio. Anyways, the performance is looking amazing, guys. Look at the performance. It is running at locked 60 FPS, I believe. So very smooth, guys. Look at the graphics and texture quality. All are on max. And the i7 processor that they are using is best in my opinion, featuring a 16 core and 16 core processor, 24 threads, with the max turbo boost up to 5.2 GHz, which is really nice. So yeah, overall the performance is looking amazing in Elden Ring especially. But I don't know how to get rid of these black bars, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any solution. So now let me just quickly show you Armory Crate. You need to put the profile to performance mode to get the best performance, and you can also select manual mode as well. So there is a turbo mode as well, but I highly recommend you to play it on performance mode, because we are getting a really nice performance out of it. So Let's play guys Forza Horizon 5 now, and let me just quickly show you the graphics settings. If we go into video, here as you can see, frame rate 165, VSync is off. So let's quickly go into graphics, and here as you can see we have extreme. We are on extreme, and ray tracing quality is on high. So let me also turn on the FPS monitor. In this game we have this option, so you can see how much FPS we are getting. So guys, on the top right corner you can see the FPS, and we are at around 120 FPS with maximum settings at 1200p resolution, which is amazing guys in my opinion. So yeah, it is looking fantastic guys in my opinion. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with me. And so far the performance, yeah, you can see by the in the video, and I really like this panel, IPS panel. The colors look amazing. So Forza Horizon 5 has a really nice optimization, and it can run on a lot of gaming handhelds as well. So yeah, and I really like the bezel size also as well guys. There is Asus logo on the bottom, and top, by the way, we are getting a camera webcam as well, which also has IR sensor for face unlocking. So that is a nice feature. So yeah, Forza Horizon 5 is running really nice. Now let's test another game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, which I've by the way completed the campaign mode in this laptop, and it is a really nice game overall if we talk about graphics. So here as you can see, by the way, in this game I'm using NVIDIA DLSS on quality, and all other settings are on high, here as you can see. So look at the graphics guys, and the brightness is on max. Check out the graphics guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you are liking the graphics. So far it is looking amazing. So let me just quickly go here and grab this one. There is no built-in FPS monitor here, so I might download another third-party software like MSI Afterburner to show you the FPS in the future. So this is just a quick look. And yeah, graphics guys, look at the graphics and texture quality. I'm really impressed by the performance of this laptop, honestly. Of course, it's not going to be powerful compared to a RTX 5090 or 5080 desktop PCs, but still guys, honestly, if you are looking for portability and if you travel a lot, this is the best option if you want to game. And there are some handhelds that can perform up to for RTX 4060 level of performance, like for example 1X Fly Apex, but they are a lot expensive compared to this laptop, which is in my opinion it's not worth it to spend that much amount of money on a gaming handheld. Instead just get this laptop. It's cheaper compared to GPD Win 5 and 1X Fly Apex. Of course it's not a handheld, but still guys, honestly, you can max out all graphic settings and it's gonna perform really well compared to a handheld. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below guys what other games you would like to see me playing on this laptop. And please, if you are not subscribed yet, click on that subscribe button, click on that bell notification so you don't miss any future videos. Like this video, it really helps the channel a lot, and share this video as well. So let me just quickly go here and kill these guys. Check the rain quality guys. And I believe guys this is running at 120 fps because it is very smooth. Let me just kill this guy and I also played Battlefield 6 on the Lenovo Legion Go 2, but I didn't like it. The campaign mode was not that good compared to Battlefield 1 or let's say Battlefield 5. So after using the keyboard for a while, I really like this, and the trackpad is amazing guys, honestly. So if you like this video, please click on that like button, subscribe to my channel, comment down below, and thanks a lot for watching my video guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Allah Hafiz.